You wouldn't fucking believe how stupid these people are, Donald. I basically committed treason by going to Russia and spreading pro-Putin propaganda, and they still love me. Reagan-era economic policies totally destroyed this country, outsourcing jobs to China and privatizing everything. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. I'm swimming in cash right now. The entire country is disillusioned with the economic inequality that the GOP created, and we're cashing in.
I know exactly what you mean, Tucker. You and I know how to do these things without getting caught. We've scammed the whole fucking country. We made it look easy to other people, but look at Bannon. He was actually charged for the border wall thing, and then you have these fake elector suckers and losers who are all being charged. Luckily for them, I'll blanket pardon all of them. I'll find a way to get them out of court, even if they are convicted on state charges. You got to have cannon fodder against these sick Democrats and Renos.
Well said, DT.
Don't call me that.
Oh, my bad. Anyway, I'd like to ask you another question. How will normal people be impacted by your policies?
I'm glad you asked. For starters, there's my wonderful new tax plan to get rid of the sales tax and replace it with tariffs. It'll cost the average American household $5,000 more a year. It'll help people like us, so we're in the green. We're normal people, aren't we?
Of course.
You're going to love my education policy, Tucker. We're effectively going to merge charter, public and private schools. Fundamentalist Christianity will be imposed on every child in this country. Now, I don't give a shit about God. Slept with too many hookers to care at this point, but I have to give the evangelicals something. It's a quid pro quo, just like with Zelensky. Jews, Muslims, Catholics, and atheists can go fuck themselves for not supporting me. Every American child under my watch is going to be a dumb piece of shit that's only good for manual labor. You thought Betsy DeVos was something. We're going to fucking abolish the Department of Education by the time I'm done with it. I can only imagine the future. There won't be a single qualified person for any job in universities, the military, government, our courts, NASA, finance, and any other field and agency you can possibly think of. Hannibal Lecter would be—
Oh, don't start that shit again, Donald.
Okay, fine, I'll continue. As I said to those retarded CNN reporters, by the way, I paid them to give me more time than Biden in that debate. As I said to them, I have a tremendous climate policy. You're going to have so many chemicals in your drinking water, it's not even funny. But hey, I think it's more advantageous than people think. Chemicals in the water will kill all the sharks, and that will make things safer. Anyway, we're going to have more big, beautiful coal. Are you a miner in West Virginia listening to this? Well, fuck you. No job training for you, even though the renewable energy market is getting more lucrative than coal. But my lobbyist friends in big oil and gas tell me otherwise. Oh, and by the way, if you miners even think about creating a labor union, I'll smash it to pieces with the National Guard. And I know I can get away with it thanks to the Supreme Court and decades of Republican union busting. Absolutely nothing will get done on climate change, and the Chinese will devour the reusable energy market. China better be kissing my ass. Lastly, I am going to sell all public land to the highest fucking bidder. By the time I'm done, the country will be a Mad Max hellscape where the most nature you'll ever fucking see is vultures ripping apart corpses from people that died from dehydration and dysentery.
My kids have a bright future ahead of them. Thank you, dear leader. What about foreign policy?
I'm glad you asked, Discount Joseph Goebbels. I am going to kiss the ass of every dictator on the planet.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Tucker, stop masturbating. That's disgusting even for me. To continue, I'm going to give Russia intelligence, not just any intelligence, the best intelligence. Five Eyes are going to regret sharing information with us, believe me. I'm going to give Ukraine to Russia and endanger our entire geopolitical position in Europe. The slaughter will be tremendous, but I never had that much invested in Ukraine. Moldova and all of Central Asia can go to hell. Putin is a strong guy and a great leader that should have his empire back. Comrade Xi Jinping will be given Taiwan on a silver platter. I don't give a damn about the billions of dollars of trade that flows through the Taiwan Strait or any of our so-called allies in Asia. If Xi lets me open 5 Trump hotels, he can have all of fucking Asia for all I care. I'll play tough with Iran, but like I said before, I love their puppet Hezbollah. Very smart people. I love Hamas too, what an attack. They're actually strong, unlike the Jews. I can't believe I actually fooled foreign policy experts into believing that I have a functional foreign policy agenda. What delusional morons. I couldn't give two shits about anything that goes on in the world as long as I'm not charged with anything and don't go to prison.
This is amazing. I hope the romance with Kim Jong-un, America's greatest ally, continues.
Oh, it'll go strong. Just like my big league healthcare reforms. I will replace Obamacare with the best healthcare plan you've ever seen. Okay, I'll stop blustering and bullshitting for once. I don't have a fucking healthcare plan either. Biden capped insulin, but I took credit for it in the debate. The CNN hacks didn't even bother to correct my obvious and blatant lies. Meanwhile, Sleepy Joe couldn't even defend himself with a single coherent sentence. All I have to do is copy Biden's homework on healthcare and take credit for it. Problem fucking solved.
You're a political genius. You know, the Democrats and Renos won't stop whining about democracy. Can you put these fears to rest for our viewers?
Sure thing, you useful idiot. Firstly and bigly, the Constitution will be suspended. Why? Because I fucking can and I need revenge against my political enemies. I will arrest and maybe even exile and execute everyone from the January 6th committee. As a side note, I'll let Merrick Garland off the hook for being such a bitch and letting me get away with everything. Hillary and Biden would be fucking next. General Milley and Nikki Haley and basically anyone else that's pissed me off will be hunted down by Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, Two Percenters, and all other thug groups who will be embedded in the National Guard. It will be the greatest reign of terror you've ever seen. Robespierre will look like a fucking pacifist by the time I'm done. I'll cancel elections, make mail-in ballots illegal, hire militias to oversee free and fair elections, and allow state legislatures to unilaterally allocate their electoral college votes. How will I do all this? The Supreme Court is my bitch and I'm immune from everything. Everything I do will be considered an official act, whether it's playing golf or taking a shit.
See, guys, this is normal center-right politics. Thank you for defeating this communism that's running around the country.
Thank you, Tucker. And to all the suckers watching this, donate millions of dollars to Bidenator for putting out the best damn videos on the internet. If you don't, I won't enact my populist pro-middle and working class agenda that includes big fucking tax breaks for millionaires and billionaires, polluting the air and water with every chemical and substance in the known universe, whoring this country out to every brutal dictator in the world, not having a healthcare plan, and suspending every freedom to the point where any slight misstep will land you in a death camp in South Dakota. Thank you, bye.